everybody. So this time I'll be showing a deck showcase of Demon Stealth Dragon Shiranui Oboro. So this is one of the two best deck in the meta, which is Shiranui, and the other one is being Shoujo Doji. And this is like very easy to build because you just need to get the Shiranui deck set from the shop and then you add a few cards. So let's go through the right line. First, Stealth Dragon Madoi. This is basically just the standard D starter. And then the great one, Stealth Dragon Saizui. So when he's placed on the Vanguard circle, if you have the Madoi starter, you draw a card and you get the Demon Stealth Dragon Shiranui Oboro crest. So for Shiranui Oboro crest, the first skill, it actually turns your Shiranui Oboro specifically into a 13k. So there's actually two Shiranui. So there's actually two Shiranui Oboro, and this guy, Stealth Dragon Shiranui. This thing doesn't get turned into a 13k base, and you cannot ride it because the crest lock you into Shiranui Oboro. So do keep that in mind. The grade 2 is Stealth Dragon Genkai. When reappointed by Shiranui, you call this to rear guard and then you soul charge 1. So it's a free +1. So why is it? And if your opponent, and you can choose one card from your opponent drop and your opponent call that to rear guard. So this is good because let's say you ride up and your opponent have 0 rear guard, you can just call 1 and then try to immediately dominate that one card. Of course, if you went first, or this doesn't really matter, but this is mostly on like if you going to strike and your opponent have no rear guard. So the second skill is when a dominated unit attack, you CB1 to give that thing plus 10k and he can boost. This is good because the crest give plus 5k to the dominated unit and then Shiranui give plus 4k. So it just only give plus 9. So a grade 3, let's say you dominate a grade 3 rear guard and swing to your opponent Vanguard, there is only a 22k maximum. So let's say you attack the first dominate from Shiranui skill and from the strike skill, and your opponent get a trigger. So the opponent's now at 23. This can make that 22 go to 32 to actually hit the Vanguard. It's good, but no need to like overuse it because it does cost a CB. Next one, the Demon Stealth Dragon Shiranui Oboro. Vanguard, at the beginning of your right phase, choose up to one card for your opponent drop, your opponent call that to rear guard. So you can choose the card, but your opponent can choose where to call it. So let's say your opponent only has one rear guard, right? And you choose a grade 0 for some reason, they can call that grade 0 over the rear guard so that you have less power. So always choose the higher grade with higher base number for this skill. Or if your opponent already have a lot of rear guard, you don't have to. And then the second one is Dominate. When your G unit strike, choose one of your opponent rear guard, stand it, dominate it until left turn, it get power plus 4k and it attack your other unit. You can use this to swing at rear guard and Vanguard. So let's say you cannot get over your Vanguard, you can also use this to like clear your opponent's board. This is one extra attack for free. There's no CB, no Soul Blast. So just from this skill, you're already doing 4 attack per turn. And then next, we'll go to we show the strike and what they do. So this is our first strike, Enma Stealth Dragon Magun Tenbu. So the cost is you discard card from your hand with total grade being 3 or more, the standard strike cost. The skill is Dominate at once per turn. You CB1, entire card from your G-Zone face up. You choose on your opponent rear guard, stand, dominate, and then attack your other unit. At the end of that battle, that dominated unit gets retired. This is good because it flips a G unit face up at your main phase. So this means that when you enter your battle phase, all of your front rear guard get that boost from the crest already. So by turn, on first strike, this is a plus 5k to all of your front row which is very good. And then when it also a retire skill, so it means that you attack rear guard and then that thing gets retired. This is also a bit of controlling. So let's say your you want to control your opponent board. You can dominate something, attack other rear guard, and then the dominant unit will retire at the end of that turn. In the battle, actually. So it's very good. So with the strike skill and this, that's already 5 attack. And then we have Evil Eyes Hades Emperor Shiranui Mukuro. This guy, to strike into him, you need to discard Demon Self Dragon Shiranui, not Shiranui Oboro. So, because you need to discard Demon Self Dragon Shiranui, this guy is a Demon Self Dragon Shiranui. Or this is also Stealth Dragon Shiranui. Oh, wait, it doesn't work. Wait, it doesn't work? Stealth Dragon Shiranui. Ah! Alright, so it actually doesn't work because I don't know, maybe it might work. I'm not too certain about it, but no, but it probably doesn't work. I'm just thinking that some player misplayed like physically and using that. It doesn't work actually. So you need to discard your Oboro to go into this. Oh no, I was mistaken to another card. So there's another card later that can search both. So the skill is Dominate GB2, Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your opponent's rear guard, stand it, dominate it, and attack your opponent Vanguard. So unlike Magun Tenbu, this one forces the dominated unit to attack into the Vanguard. And at the end of that battle, stand and dominate all of your opponent's Vanguard and they attack your opponent's rear guard. So you actually perform drive check with this. So let's say your opponent's on like grade 4 and they have triple drive, you will actually perform triple drive with this skill. And it goes to your hand. So like it's basically a plussing engine. Like, but do keep in mind that this doesn't retire. So it replaces the retire from Magun Tenbu with your Vanguard swing. So your Vanguard attack to a rear guard. So that's like how you get that retire. This is good, but it's not as good as Magun Tenbu. So because Magun Tenbu like flip more G unit, so it gives more power. And this deck has rear guard resender, so the more power you get, the bigger your rear guard's number is going to be. But you do go into this sometimes, like let's say you don't have the hand to like halting or you don't have the CB, then you will go into this guy. You do need to discard the Shiranui Oboro specifically, so sometimes you just cannot do anything about it. Alright, so that's the grade 1, and then we'll go down. So I played 2 Verina Esperaridia. So his skill is at the end of the battle, your Vanguard attack, you Soul Blast 1 and stand him. And then ignore the rest of the attacks because we do not play Trickstar in this thing. Why do we need Esperaridia? That's because, you see, both of your grade 2 Resender need to have an dominated unit attack. So let's say your opponent play the Regalis Piece Ladder, then both of them cannot resend. That is why we need this thing to act as a resender in that case. It is also an extra resender, which is very good. So 2 copy of this to go into your Shiranui Strike. 4 copy of Peeling Dragon Leovis. So his skill is when placed on rear guard or put on. So the put on Guardian Circle will never activate because you stay on grade 3. So when placed on rear guard, you can, if you are on grade 4 Vanguard or you reveal a grade 4 card from your hand, you can choose one upon your rear guard, retire it, and he gain power +5. So because you play Esperaridia in this deck, you can actually call this on turn 3. Let's say you go in first, and you can still retire something if you have Esperaridia in your hand. But the main reason we play him is because when discarded from right hand for riding to grade 3 right deck, or by intercourse for strike, you draw a card. So this deck, you need to consistently discard a grade 3 every turn to strike. So this is just a very good thing to like discard and then draw. Why is it 1? This is a bit split. So this Sekie is one of the 2 resender in this deck, the grade 2 resender. So when your Vanguard attack, if a unit dominated by you attack this turn, so +1 stand this thing. And if you have 2 or more face card in your G zone, he get power +10k and you draw a card. So by first strike, he will only restand, no extra power. This only works on like second strike will you get its extra draw and a 10k power. That's why you only play 2. Then we play 4 of Furai. This is your best restander. So what he says is this unit gets power plus 5 for each time a unit dominated by you attack this turn. So because Shiranui's strike skill activate during the right phase, if you call this thing and then use the Magun Tenbu, it only gain power plus 5. But if this thing is already on the board and you strike, he gain plus 10k. That is very good. So but at the very least, this is going to be minimum 20k restander on your first strike. 5k from that, because you're going to call it before using Magun Tenbu, and 5k from the crest. So the other skill is basically the same as Sekie. When your Vanguard attack, if a unit dominated by you attack this turn, you Soul Blast 1 and stand this unit. And then 4 of the Energy Cycler, just guard or discard for right that. And the EB3 draw card, like this deck has no EB card, so this is your main. You want to just EB3 to just go through for that and roll stuff. And then we play 3 Soaring Sun Presence for Enrivertis. So for Enrivertis skill, when placed on rear guard, you from hand other than battle phase, Soul Charge 1 gain 5k, and then you CB1, you can either retire an opponent grade 2 or greater rear guard, or call a grade 2 or less card from your soul and call it to rear guard. So CB1 on turn 2, this is like you either kill something or you call something from soul. So he also soul charge 1, so he soul charge 1 and then he calls something out, so you're not losing soul. This deck do need soul for your restander, so this is actually good. And if you the main card you're pulling out is your restander, because there's limited, and Shenri, we'll get to that in a bit. And then 3 PG, 3 Tenrei. So basically, on place, rear guard, CB1, draw card. That's just normal, but it's also a very good skill. Like, this is active from turn 2, you just call it CB1, draw card. And then you call this early game to just plus, and then the other skill is when you dominate something, you return it to your hand. You can either call it again to CB1 draw, or you can just use it to guard later on and use your CB for something else. And then 2 copy of Whirlwind Dragon Wardon. So when placed on rear guard, if your Vanguard grade is less than or equal to your opponent, gain plus 5k. So let's say you went second, you can just call in and this, and he's a 13k body. And then the other skill is rear guard or drop. When a card is discarded, you EB3 and remove this, and you put the discarded card back to your hand. This is good because when you're going to discard every turn for your strike. So you can discard a grade 3. So you discard this guy, you draw a card, you use this guy to add it back to your hand to use that again next turn. And then Stealthily Shenri. So this card, when it boosts, if your opponent has 1 or less rear guard, or you play an order this turn, which we don't, so we're only relying on the opponent having 1 or less rear guard, she get power plus 5, and at the end of the battle, go to soul, draw a card. 13k booster, give you soul and a draw, very good. So 8 crit, 4 heal, 3 front. So you can actually play draw, effect draw in this deck, because sometimes you do need to see your pieces. But effect front will just give you more power to end game earlier, because the longer the game goes, the less grade 3 you're going to have in your hand. So you're going to start just hearts discarding for your strike, and that's not a very good thing. Purple OT, because the Dragon Empire OT is choice restricted with this, as you can see. Where is it? Yeah, this thing is choice restricted with Shiranui Oboro. If this thing isn't choice restricted, you will run it, but because it is choice restricted, you will run the purple OT. 1 Bracing Angel Leather to counter Shiranui and Elementaria. So that is this deck. Now let's get to the fight. I'll be honest, I'm not the best player when it comes to Shiranui, but I think I'm good enough. And this deck is easy enough that even if you're not very good, you can still get like get very far with the deck. The deck doesn't have like as high of a ceiling gap between the low skill and high skill like something for like something like Luard. This is pretty easy to play. So let's see if I can get a match. So the reason this deck is like so good is because you can do 7 attack from your first strike. And like that's a lot. That is a lot of attack. If I'm not wrong, it might also be just the most amount of attack that's available in standard right now. Without counting for Dragon Empire OT, because Dragon Empire OT does allow other deck to hit higher number of attacks. Network has been disconnected. Yeah, what happened? It's been disconnected. Alright, is nobody playing right now? Everybody just got tired of this game already? Or is it my internet connection? Alright. So if I win, we're going second because yeah, because we're a strike deck, so we want to go second. Alright. Too many PG, but we'll work with it. Eva. So against Eva, it's going to be a bit annoying because you cannot retire the Obscudate, but you can dominate the Obscudate. So you can still dominate and do multi-attack with the Obscudate, you just cannot retire it. So it might be more worth it to just grab a different grade 3 from your drop than Obscudate. So let's see. Grade 2, 10k, plus 9 is 19 to your 22. Grade 3, 13 to 22. Alright, Seki again. Can we draw Shenri? We cannot. Alright. We'll just swing past then. Critical Toria. Nice. Come on, game. Are you going to crash on me again? You're going to crash on me again. Alright. Seriously, it is happening more often now. I'm crashing more often with this. I don't know why it's happening, but I'm crashing more often now. I'm going to be leaving this in the video just as proof that I didn't quit the game or something like that. Like the game crashed on me. Yeah, it's fine. Like it's not my RAM or anything like that. I have plenty of RAM left. Are we going up against Blankmeyer this time? Because that might be a rough matchup. Blankmeyer is a rough matchup. With against Strike that really, because we want to go second. Alright, you go back. Two of you, three of you go back. Yep, this is probably Blankmeyer. We need to like, what's that? Blankmeyer cannot intercept. Oh. Alright, yeah, alright. So that's how it's going to be, huh? Set up. Draw one. Shenri? Yes, thank you. Alright. Of course, healing when you're at 0 is good form. Well, we don't want to take too much damage in this game. Like, the more damage you are against Blankmire, the worse you're going to be when they swing with their divine skill. At least I have the OT this time, so that's a 50k shield. Ah! I just realized the OT, it doesn't say 50. Ah, alright. See, that's so fine. So the counter +1, you're going to call something. What do you have in your soul? Yeah, obviously, right. Well, I say we guard this. Yeah, I say we guard this. We take the Vanguard swing. And this is 23. That's a bit too much. I cannot guard that. Yeah, I need to drop this and then 5k shield, so yeah, I'll just take that. Oh, Elementaria, that's fine. It doesn't really do much. It's just something. Do we retire? No. I say this is alright. So I say we don't give him damage, because if we give him damage, he's going to swing at us for 4 attack. So by not giving him, alright, that's good. That is good. We don't retire. There's no point calling Shiranui. Kill their ears. Good. Now even if they kill my rear, I have 2 Furai for next turn. That is good. Maybe I should have called this with the back row and just like make it there, so a bit of a misplay. Yes. Alright. Now I only have to guard 3 attack. I would like to heal this card if possible, but let's see. I'm going to guard with this. Oh wait, no, there's no point, because then Blankmire will have just like bind the 2 of them. Right. So this was the optimal play. That calling this will have been a misplay. Now he's going to Soul Blast 4 and bind, no, not Soul Blast, bind 4 card from Soul and binding these 2. And yeah. Ura, face down. It's 23. Just don't get a crit, that's all. As long as you don't get a crit, I'm good. Alright, okay, that's fine. Well, guard this. And I'll take the other one. I need to draw something to this card, I guess. Like, I would love to see my gun cycler, the energy cycler, but I'm not seeing them. This is, I need to get with 2 or more, right? It was just a card from your drop and you may put it into your soul. Alright. You still want crit, we're taking it. Oh well. Alright. Do we have grade 3 in here? We do not have grade 3, but I think we'll just dominate this thing. Oh, Asperidia, that's... Alright, so we can discard this to draw one. So, draw first. Ooh, nice. Yes. Back throw, soul touch, the crit. Now we don't need to call anything. And now, we'll go straight to Magun Tenbu. Discard Asperidia. Alright, use Shiranui skill. Dominate this. We don't need this yet. Alright. Now, before using Magun Tenbu, all this. And then... do I... EV7 draw 1. Alright. It happens. And then using Magun Tenbu. Always, like, you always fill up Mukuro because you only go to Mukuro once at most in each game. Usually. Nah, we don't need to make it. That's still a 10k shield, and 10k shield guard is just very awkward. Wait, where is it? You get 5k each time, so it doesn't need to be there. So it gains 10k. I see. Alright. And the main phase. So here, we're just going to be swinging at them 7 times. Yes, guard. Thank you. Please also guard this. Yes, alright. Thank you. Now if you check the heal, we can actually heal down. Which is very good. We want to stay at low damage against Bangmire. So both of them is going to proc now. Stand. And then the other one, Soul Blast 1. Send. Kanzen, alright. It doesn't look like they have that many. Ooh, discarding Persona. they probably don't have that many pieces in their hand, and that's why. Okay, we get 1 PG. That might not be enough. But here we'll just push them to 5. So they only have 2 cards in their hand. They might not have that many pieces to actually aggro me back. That is good. That is good. Ah, they heal. That's fine. That's fine. I have 3 heals in my deck. Do they have Persona? They do. Yeah, I suspected as much. They discard Persona for that. So... Alright, booster. Do you have the crit rear guard? No? And... They don't. Alright, we can survive this. They're going to swing Vanguard first because, yeah. They need to go Vanguard. Oh, they're not going Vanguard first? Ah, I see. So, because they're going to Divine Skill me this time, 100%. So I'm going to just drop down my PG while I can still use it. Come on. It's got leather, I don't need that. Face down. Blind face down. The Divine Skill? Mm-hmm. So this is... Okay, that's 1 to pass. I need this for in case we get a crit. Crit. 2 to pass. Yes, now I can take both rear guard column and not guard any of them. Nice! Asperaria gone. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go on, come on. We'll take it. We're taking it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, draw a card. 5 card. Alright. Of course. Alright. This is final turn. And the face. Yes. And now we go into Mukuro. We don't have any restander, so we would like to use Mukuro to farm for restander. So as you can see, you don't get that because Shiranui was deleted. So because Shiranui was basically delete, like no skill, you don't get the call, you don't get the call, you don't get the free dominate off of striding. Alright. Now we use this to dominate the Vanguard and attack that booster. Because that thing is a restander and we do not want to keep it alive. First check. Okay, we can try and draw. We can farm card. We can absolutely farm card with these two cards. Alright, call this. What do we draw? Come on. Give a resender. Not quite. It's fine. Come. Full charge. Get me something good. Get me something good. Nope. It's fine. It's fine. We still get a lot of attack for this. Yeah, we're making board. Attack. They only have 5 cards in their hand. Come on, I need to check 1 crit. We have 5. There's 3 more crit left in deck. Ooh, dropping 3 cards. Unless the last 2 is like PG. Okay. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Oof. They survive, but they do not have soul. They're basically living off of top deck. So even if I don't win this turn, right? I've depleted them of their resources hard enough that that heal doesn't proc. And we have a PG to PG the Vanguard next turn. What did they top deck? It's not a persona. It is a grade 3 attacker, so that is good. That is admittedly good. Ooh, swinging there first. How big is this? 31. So let's say I PG this Vanguard. I use 2 to pass, and then yeah, I have to do it this way. I have to PG this. That's only 13, so if they get a 23, yeah, and that 1 to pass. Yeah, I don't need Shenri. But yeah, they can only bind. It doesn't gain power if you don't bind 4. If you bind 4, it doesn't gain power, I believe. Yes, it doesn't gain power. So now, as long as he doesn't go all in for 2 trigger. Okay, no OT, no OT. Come on. Yes! We survived! Yes! And now we guard this. Ooh, just barely enough. Just barely enough. Ooh. Alright, I will call a grade 2 or a grade 3 if you have any drop, because this grade 2, yeah. Do not write, and we cannot go into that. We only go into this. Alright, the generation. So, draw 1. What do we draw? Another copy of it. Alright. It's fine. Yes. Alright. And that is Shiranui. And that is Shiranui. So hopefully this help you somewhat with the deck, and try playing it. See if it works for you, or you don't like it because it's whatever you like. So that's it. So thanks for watching.